Okay, sana no kululu. Okanja. Xa sezinto zenza ngendlela ke bokuthamba FM ze uqaba mhlawumbi why not today ke sipromise that sizama ne-interview namhlanje esothi ke don't worry I will come to you esothi ke sithethe kunye nabantu ke ekuqala projects because lesifunayo into yokubana abantu bazi bakwenzeka ntoni apha kumhlaba waseMossel Bay kanti ke zininzi izinto ezenzekayo eMossel Bay ke enxa mhlawumbi ke abantu abaninzi bayazibona bayaxoxa mhlawumbi zenzeka kanjani kodwa ke ngoku today we come with the team that is going to give you. I was like, okay, Susan and Yuma. Hey, last name ke Mbunge. Dienda second work because it seems like I know that's the name, Samela. But they will talk live and also explain is 𝐓𝐻𝐿 and also I see it's exciting things that they are bringing. More especially in Mossel Bay. The same. I saw a lot of things here, but what I can tell you, they will tell us in detail. It's a beautiful ladies. But again, without wasting time, we'll begin from the boss lady. I know planning and economic development is the key here in Mossel Bay. Is the key, and it's very important to talk about those things here. Because we are nothing without economy. As now, we are busy waiting for the budget approval, budget debate, budget. Yeah, in South Africa, but we are glad here. We have straight people that can give us. I'm here, Mbunge, like we are too young, and you are already on the town planning. You are gone. You are gone. You are gone. Okay, allow me just to give you a bit of welcoming you, then you'll start to look at yourself, madam. No? Yes, because what you want is to talk to the people so that we know that I'm sure this too small to me. By 22 will be done, or quarter two will be done. Yes, I believe so. I believe so. I believe so. Okay, right about 𝐿𝐻𝐿 FM. So, as we believe the people, if you see that is buzzing next to me, the mic is all on you. So, madam, how are you?
Well, enough, sir. Thanks for having us.
You're a sound, that's good. Hello, ma'am.
Well, good to join you.
Yeah, Pilana.
Yeah, because.
Yes, when I went there, English Xhosa until we're done. Susan, I know you know better. Topic is Louis Fourie. Ne? Louis Fourie topic. Yes. What is the Louis Fourie Corridor Project and why it is important for Mossel Bay?
The
Is a stand.
Louis Fourie Corridor Project.
So that yes.
Yeah. Okay, project A kuthiwa ngumasipala project development. If uyaqaphela xa ujonga ngasezirobhotsini xa uphume kwanonqaba kukho la open space. So lo project kuzoqala kulo open space. La open space iqala �Heilerand. Iyotsho ngapha ngase Paradise Coast. So umasipala uplana ke ngoku ukwenza i-development, i-mixed use development. Izofana ingathi yidolophu.
Okay.
Susan will tell you everything that the development will consist of. Kodwa esifuna ukwenza i-development enjalo so that singancedisana ne-economy yase-Mossel Bay and at the same time sincedisane ne-housing nezinto ezidingwa ngabahlali ne-communities zethu.
Izenjani yonke lelo sana? How did the project come about?
Okay, so ibikhona i-study bikhe yenziwa ibizwa nge-growth options study. And lo study leyo isixelela ukuba i-development funeka iyenzeke phi exactly. So sisebenzise lo study to identify uba iMossel Bay funeke i-expand kula open space ngithethe ngayo. Yes, and saphinda sasebenzisa nenye i-study ebizwa nge-property market study, and lo study ke ngoku yasixelela ukuba kukho i-gap for abantu abakwi-middle income in terms of i-property. So si-aime ukuba masi-addresse loo nto, and i-project ibi-acceptiwe kwa-council. So okwangoku sikwikhulu lokufumana imvume yale project.
Okay, ndiyayiqonda ke laa nto uba ithetha ukuthini. Wabona ke uzibeka mnandi. If ndingathi uLixhosa ngaba ndiyakulahla, because it seemed like you mix either ulimpondomise, either ulimpomvana, either, but you are not original Xhosa. Guarantee.
Ndiyazama.
Yes.
As long as
Yes. You know what I'm saying, no? Is that accent yomuntu olixhosa nami naloxhosa ngilimpondo qala no. Accent yomuntu if you are empondo okanye Xhosa okanye Zulu, the accent if you are Xhosa unamagama strong, that cute things, you see, sound like end of the day, yeah, Xhosa. You can be a strong English, good English, proper English, but if you are Xhosa, that sound on your words, you see, even if you are Zulu, there is that something about Lokuzana. Okay, it's not a good brother here. Okay, what is the process that must be followed to obtain approval?
There's a few legislative components that informs the development process. There's environmental applications in terms of the NEMA legislation, and that application is going to the Department of Environment. Then we have the planning application, which is with the municipality in terms of the bylaws of the municipality and the planning scheme. And then because Mossel Bay is so rich in heritage, there's also some heritage applications. And the development area is in an area where there is also some water bodies. So water use licenses is also necessary to make sure we have permits for where it has to cross. But we have also considered within this where we need to avoid some of these things, such as for instance the floral permits that needs to be also applied for, but we did also consider a lot of it to not be removed and be within the conservation areas.
Right. What does the Louis Fourie Corridor development consist? Yeah.
Mostly housing. There is 7,400 opportunities, and that will not be limited to any income group. We are catering for the low income, we're catering for medium income, high income, and there's also different options. You can rent, there will be subsidized housing, there will be fully subsidized or assisted buying for your first homeowners, and then there will also be your fully owned and bonded housing. So there's really a wide variety of the housing opportunities that will be created through this. Then there's also the associated for social facilities. We can't be putting more houses if there's not social facilities. So there's 2 high schools planned, there's 2 primary schools planned, there's 6 creches planned, 6 sites for churches, and then there will also be a lot of commercial opportunities, around 100,000 square meters of commercial opportunities. So you can hear also we're linking that to the job opportunities that's been created. And like I've mentioned previously, the conservation is very important. A very big portion of this will go to conservation, open spaces, places for parks, your sports facilities, and then obviously all the municipal services needs to be installed as well. Your roads, your sewer lines, that will also accompany this. So that's what it entails.
Okay. Morazan, is the layout where all the mentioned views can be seen, and can you explain how the layout plan contributes to the overall vision of the project?
Ikhona i-layout plan, and lo layout plan izosinceda uba masipictureshe ukuba yintoni ezoyaphi exactly. Iyafana ingathi yiplan yendlu, kodwa lena izoba yiplan yomhlaba. Kwiplan yendlu izobana uba ikhishi lapha, ikamera zilapha, ipassage nansi. So kwi-layout plan then uzobona izikolo zona zizobe zingapha, izindlu ngapha, indlela izohamba kanje. So izasinceda ngokupicturisha yonke into izokwenzeka kanjani, izodevelopwa njani. And ke ngoku xa sizayi-implementa le plan sizayi-implementa ngee-phases, so phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 njalo njalo. And ke ngoku masithi mzekelo phase 1 une-site ezi-20 umzekelo.
Yes.
And siyazithengisa ezo site ezo. And then that will determine ukuba sizokwazi ukuba siye ku-phase 2 okanye siye ku-phase 3. So rather than uba masiyidevelophe yonke ngexesha elinye sizokwazi ukudevelopha ngee-phases sibone mhlawumbi ikhona into efuneka siyitshintshile sizokwazi uba nolaa opportunity uba masiyitshintshe. I-development izokwazi uba sustainable kanjalo.
It's look beautiful, it's look pretty, and it's look promising, kakhulu, when sisiza. Okay. Zayixakisa every day bangena apha yonke lento bayithini phambi kwam. Okay. What do you look for throughout the application processes, as this is a major development? Could you have any impact on the Greater Mossel Bay?
Yes, it has a really big impact. So a lot of specialist studies have been done to ensure that these specialists are not only independent but give us valuable inputs as to what we need to consider. So for instance, the geology has been done so that when we start construction you don't have cracks in the walls, so that we make sure we build on the areas that is feasible to build on. There has been the floodplains have been determined so that we make sure we are not placing people in areas that will be flooded and at risk. And then there were fauna and flora studies looking at all the different animals and plants, species that is in this area, your butterflies, your frogs, like I said, all of the fauna and flora. And then there was also socioeconomic aspects looked at. We have a certain economic stance that we have as Mossel Bay. How do we tap into which areas? How do we improve the socio-economic needs, address it? So all of that has been taken into consideration, as well as the municipal infrastructure, to make sure that there's enough services to be able to service this area. As you can imagine, this is a really big development, so if we don't have enough sewer lines, if we don't have enough roads, we will all be without these services in this area. So these studies really informed this layout plan that Samela just mentioned, making sure how that areas work together in terms of that.
I think, can you stop this? Samela, allow me to jump to 8 and 9 so that I can be able to stick on you see? Because I saw that, okay, it's 1, 2, but I want to take this 2, see? And come back to you. Are you with me?
You want to ask?
We are at 6.
Okay.
So I want to jump and go to, see? Because the pin is yours.
Question 9.
8, 9. Let's proceed with you.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say, because
yes.
I want just, if I'm talking to you, I'm going to be straight on you, see?
Yeah.
Not jump, you see?
No problem.
Yes, okay. This sounds like a very big development. Where will the people who will live there come from? Yes.
Mossel Bay's population's growth rate is 5% per year. That translates to 18 people moving here on a daily basis. So there's also 10,000 families on our housing waiting list. So this is not only going to cater for the growing population and everyone that's moving here on a daily basis, but also for our backlog, to address those housing opportunities that have not been created yet. But it is phased and it's going to be over a long period of time. So it won't be like we will be building those 7,400 housing units within the next year. It is a 10 to 20 year project, depending on the market, depending on what growth we see in the future. So that it will be dependent, but yeah, that's where the people will come from.
Right, I'm going to go to Palbizulga, Mashwabina, stand up with Zimbi, yes, we never jam a family gamma, which is 𝐓𝐻𝐿, jam a family Kumbulaka, just set up a city of Samanuan game. baba mamele kangokuba nako ngoba khona abaninzi ke abaye bathande xa besiva izinto zizantoni ngolwimi labo kodwa ke kumnandi kwayintoni ke you can't be able to punch a bus ticket and ungabazi noba cause khona bona le English less isisebenzisayo thina amaXhosa as Africans is the English that we use to gain access because it's not a proper English, you see. So even if we don't hear this lady, I believe that Samela will give you as it. And also, there is a lady at Tampa FM that is going to give you this information. I only came in when it comes to big interviews because I say to Ziba, you know Ziba, Zolani Mumela. I say earlier on, I was talking to Ziba at the reception. Ziba, today, I decided to take out Babalo and host at the planning department because I want to be in charge when it comes to the planning of Mossel Bay. I've been crying since 2018 to mayor and former mayor and others saying, guys, there must be a change because the town is too far from the people of Mossel Bay. Now I'm grateful that everyone sees that Louis Fourie can be a very good access from the people because those people come from Cape Town, come from PE, they don't see Mossel Bay. They just see Mossel Bay from Fort Bay and just pass, go to Petrus A and the engine garage. The most of the place that they see is the former settlements, which is the bad exposure. You must use this into as a one of economic, economic hub, attracting investors more, we say, because as you come with the Louis Fourie, I believe from Petrus A and engine garage, that lane, you can get more attention. We have a lot of bus, Intercape, Greyhound, and truck that are driving overnight around, but they don't drop even the one run in Mossel Bay because of the access, and it's not easy to go to that place, Fort Bay bus stop, because it's on the side. But if it can be next to the road, you can say something. I do love this kind of interviews because I believe it's whereby I'm in because I'm a businessman. I must be in charge when it comes to economy in Mossel Bay, right? Okay, let's proceed. What are the anticipate economy? Yes, I saw Kodonga talking about this thing. Economy benefit of the Louis Fourie Corridor Project.
I think it addresses exactly what you are saying. Is it will be those people who are driving in from Cape Town who will be seeing on the left you have Asla, and on the right you'll have the new Louis Fourie Corridor development, which will come with opportunity. The layout clearly shows that there's business opportunities along Louis Fourie Road. It's not just commercial, it's a little mixed industry combined with the housing. So we are bringing job opportunities closer to home. I really think this is what we are doing, and it will stimulate local businesses also to take up these opportunities because this is currently an underutilized area. So that will really create that mixed-use urban center that is closer to work opportunities and generate more employment and attract different investments, and that is also in line with the municipality's broader goal of growth and improving quality of life for its residents.
Okay, last but not least from you, what are the next steps for the project and how do you see it evolving in the coming years?
What we are busy with currently is the public participation. So after we get everyone's input on this development, all of the applications that's in, and we do get approval, this will go into our implementation phases and construction will be able to start. And we will be able to, depending on the market, start building those infrastructure that's required to service the houses, to service the businesses, to service the social facilities that's planned here. So that rollout will be slowly and gradually driven by the market, driven by also our finances that we are able to put into this. So it's a 10 to 20 year project, and we are really excited about this as the municipality also because it brings more opportunity.
If I go with my lady, look here, madam.
Yes.
This time around, what I'm 110%, no one can not accept this project. No one. Not unless a politician who didn't go to school. But I am 110%. Everyone will accept this project. Number two, I used to say it when I'm talking to Mayor. Mayor, if there's a municipality bringing a project around, even if it's a handler, I understand sometimes it's not coming to your desk. It's coming from Sandra, Transnet, or all those things. But what you must do, make your own list. If there's a subcontractors, you have a right to know how many people that are employed there. So that when you make your own statistics, you know that from the premier can be able to submit that in Mossel Bay, we managed to employ this number of group of people, you see, on this project. So that when you ask a budget from the provincial government, they must see that you are not only developing Mossel Bay, you are also creating a job opportunities, you see, with the numbers. I know you deal with the main contractor, but you must also ask the permission from the main contractor. If the subcontractor brings come on board for the painting and pavement and stuff, you must ask them how many people are you employing here. If says 20 or 25 or 40, take that number to your list. That okay, in Mossel Bay we managed to employ this group of people, so that as a municipality you get more numbers.
Yes, no,
Yes,
that's
sir.
very true. Because
Yes.
they do base it on our population.
That's good. Right, masemsekusisi ke so wasithethe naye ngoba ke ndicinga uba ngumama ke ngusisi wakhe uSherry uMntoma Mbunge. I'm not sure. Is your mother? Sherry?
Shelly Magazwam.
Ne?
Yes.
Ah, I know that lady. But you go to casino on our birthday. Since we started, she always go there.
I got the invite really late.
This year with Mana early. I want all of you because Gwenny, others, all of them, they go there. You see, I'm not asking nothing, just your presence. You see, okay. Masia Palandao, okay. 7.
Yes.
Okay.
So Ususan mentioned earlier on that there were a few sensitive areas. So in Gasemba kule site ezindawo ezisensitive bezidentifyiwe asikwazi
Repothalize wena nje yes.
Sukwazi ukwakha kwelo cala elo, but kukho i-St. Blaise trail phana, so sizozama nje uba masiposte nge-tourism ngalo ngezi-sites ezi-environmentally sensitive. And ke ngoku indlela yona i-Flora Road ithi ngase-Danapay yona izo-extendwa bamayigqithe ngasesayithini iyotsho ngase-Heiderand. So and that was one of the findings from the
Okay.
yeah, that was one of the findings from the infrastructure side of the studies as it is in
Okay. How does the public participate process work, and how can people get involved in the project?
Public participation is in 3 phases. Phase yokuqala yona November last year in 2024. Apho ke ngoku besiregisterisha abantu for bangaba be-informed ngale development. Phase yesibini sikuyo ngoku. I actually encourage you to attend e-meetings okanye ubhale yonke into obuyivoyisile namhlanje so that we can incorporate that in where necessary. Esikulo phase yesibini ngoku for land use application ne-applications zakwa-environmental besithumele ne-notices kwabahlali via e-post nange-emails and be-advertisiwe nakwi-newspaper le-project 28 kaMarch. Sizoba nazo neentlanganiso noba nee-communities ezi-surrounding zizoba yi-4 intlanganiso ezibakhoyo. Eyokuqala izobe iseDanapay kwiholo yaseDanapay ngomvulo nge-7 ka-April 2025 ngo-6 And then inhlanganiso yesibini izobe ise-ASLA nge-8 ka-April nayo izobe ngo-6. Esithathu inhlanganiso izobe ise-KwaNonqaba nge-9 ka-April nayo izobe ngo-6. Eyokugqibela inhlanganiso izobe nge-10 ka-April e-Town Hall nayo izobe ngo-6. So ziyalandelelana zonke izinhlanganiso, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday up to Friday.
Ukhona ke umuntu engithe kanti kuyena kuzoba khona nabalazi nawo wathi 𝐓𝐀𝐋𝐿 ayibhalwanga apho. Ndathi ke mna ke maybe babale nangesizathu because I am aware ngale nto bayiphume kudala and I'm aware into yobana was supposed to be done now, you see, just a formality to go to that places. Umzekelo ufike asifike ndikhona la meeting. But what I can promise you that on the meeting, I just ask questions where I fit, you see. Because what's happening, people when they saw person from the media house, they just keep quiet. Because they know, you know all the questions that you must ask people the same. So what I promise you is that I'll be at ASLA Community Hall. I'm not sure what I'm because that side, there are a lot of people who know to talk these things because they want to participate from the tenders. Okay, yeah. But
inhlanganiso zona ASLA nge-8.
Okay.
But if ufuna mhlawumbe ubhale email, uzothumela lo email co-admin@mosselbay.gov.za okanye uthumele email mpp@nccgroup.co.za, environmental specialists esisebenzisana nabo. Izoba khona ithuba lokuba mawusubmite ii-comments zakho for i-environmental application, uzothumela ke oku ku-ppp@nccgroup.co.za. And if ufuna uviwisha i-application izobe khona kwi-website kamasipala www.mosselbay.gov.za, izobe khona nakwi-website ye-NCC Group.
uthi ke lo muntu lo abuza apha, hello unjani, cela ubuza kulo mhlaba kwakhiwe kuwo umuntu uzonikwa umhlaba wakhe or sokakhelwa izindlu. I think she did hear something about your explanation. I think this thing, guys, it's a presentation what is going to happen.
Yes.
It's not yet concluded that okay, we'll make houses, but it's a part of development in Mossel Bay, more special for investors. You see. So, since deliver ticket, Samela says, international pending I look bana, I can't go through. Uzo kabe kwenye meeting, kama nani wasa afro so kwenye meeting zikala. Tendo zo yenza wena, uzo ba meeting in. Ufuma mele pa lombuzo mhle, bani naso ubuzo bi officials ezo bazo khona phanga la mini. Yabo. So that uyazi, asizothi thina sithi no. You see, because we will be committing something which is not allowed. You see. Okay, kosikita khona umunye ke nathi zamthi sina yaba qha anawubuza lesikuyona yabo. Olwethu Mbonge. It seems like he's listening. You know Olwethu?
Yes.
Hey.
Cousin Wam.
Hey. Okay, let's proceed with him. I think it was okay. How long is the project? Is the participation period?
Public participation phase 2 losikwe. Usually idla ngoba yi-30 days, but kuba yi-project enkulu lena and zininzi ii-processes efuneka sizenzile, siyayi-extend from 30 days to 60 days. So imini yokuqala day 1 was 28th of March, and then the last day for uba submit ii-comments zakho if unazo ingo-27 ka-May 2025. So it's a 60-day.
Ngenibuzo iyafana but ihlonze kancinci. Kutheni niyenza lena nsika lento?
I-public participation?
Yes, nakunama 12.
Why siyenza public participation is so that singathetha nabantu njengawe yabona okanye nabahlali, because ayincedi into yoba umasipala makaplane kanti ayizothetha kule nto idingekayo. community. So opportunity so for must engage sifumane local knowledge efuneke ifakiwe kwi-development and so that singayi-addressa into efuneke i-addressiwe.
Okay, yabona ke ngandike ndathi kandithethayo ngathi guys, since the interview of the speaker in Mossel Bay, we are not allowed to pose questions which is open the lines, because last time we doing that thing was a mess of WhatsApp messages and calls. We call you from the committee hall, you are not coming, but you have managed to go to the radio. Premier, we've been calling you, but you're coming from Cape Town to Tambo FM. So we decided to, when we have a guest, the name of the guest must not go to the public before the interview. They must just know that there will be an interview from the department about this. They must not be aware who's going to the radio, because sometimes maybe after the interview, when you go out, always must bring that lady. She says we'll get the houses. You see, so people always having something to make a chaos. By the way, guys, I did talk about this question. It's coming to you already. Because I know always the standard question we send. How can members of the public contact the municipality for general information or service delivery issue?
For general information, 044-606-5000. Ikona call center umasipala if zikhona emergencies in terms of the service delivery after hours. Ungafonela lo nombolo leyo. If ufuna ukuthumela izicelo something like njalo, then ungathumela email to admin@mosselbay.gov.za. Okanye unga-downloada i-app kamasipala. I use 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐢𝐿ab Citizen Municipal Smartphone app and ungafaka requests kulo app leyo. Refrain from requests on Facebook. Nokusebenzisa